Have you guys noticed that the governing body has gotten so confident in their brainwashing skills that they can flat out tell you that they're not inspired and that they can make mistakes, but you still better listen to what they say? And millions of people still do. Think about that. That would be like your boss coming up to you and saying, "Hey, I'm not your boss anymore. They took my boss pay away and they took my management badge away, and I don't report to headquarters anymore, but you still got to listen to me." Yeah, right. Get out of here. Are you kidding me? Why are people still listening to the governing body who has flat out told them that they're not inspired and they have no authority any more than you do to understand the scriptures? But there's still this huge list of rules that you have to go by that they've come up with. That makes no sense at all. And when you're out of the truth for me it took 2 months. Of course, I had faded a long time before I disassociated myself, but 2 months away from meetings and a light bulb goes off. You're like, what in the world was I thinking following that mess? But that was something I was thinking of today. I also wanted to tell a story about an elder, another weird elder story. This guy, I've talked about him a little bit before. I'm going to give you guys a whole story about him pretty soon, but this guy was a cocky son of a somebody, and he just thought that his poop didn't stink. And once he became an elder, that made it even worse, way worse. But anyway, he ran a window washing company. Shocker, huh? Who doesn't have a window washing company as a Jehovah's Witness? But anyway, he made a big, giant window washing company. I mean, he was able to make this thing huge, and he hired mostly, all of his employees were Jehovah's Witnesses at one point, young single men. Well, I could just tell that something was weird over there. I never worked there, but something wasn't right. I could just hear mumbles, People didn't want to gossip, but I could hear mumbles. Well, I was out in services with this one brother, and he was a little more open about speaking about it. And he said, "I don't care, I'll tell you what's going on." And he said that the elder made them request days off to make it to the meetings and to the conventions. So if they weren't able to get in a request, they would have to miss a meeting at work or a convention. So if they were to not get their thing signed in time or whatever, they would have to miss the whole convention. And somebody said something to him about it. And he's like, "Well, this is a company. That's how companies work. You got to get in there quick to get that day off." These are all Jehovah's Witnesses. Any other Jehovah's Witness would shut the company down that weekend. Nope, not him. And plus, this young guy told me that he would tell you that we're gonna pay you $13 an hour or whatever, and you'd get your check, and you'd do the math, and it would reflect that you were making $10.50 an hour or something like that. And so he brought his check to the elder, and the elder was like, "Well, the time driving to the job, and you took a lunch, and at one point there was 3 guys on a job, and so one guy was working. You guys were kind of just standing around." Excuse me, I get paid by the hour. I don't get paid per job. I'm not a subcontractor. I'm an hourly employee. I'm getting paid by the hour as soon as I clock in until I clock out. That's how that works legally. And so this young pioneer kid, his mom was a lawyer, and she was not a Jehovah's Witness. And he got her involved in everything. And the elders had to get involved, And the next thing you know, this brother is selling the company, the whole entire company. He sold it to a worldly company. And some of the JW kids stayed there for a while, and then eventually it's just a regular company now, probably running way better with their new owners than him. But anyway, that's just some things I had on my mind. Give me your thoughts.